Happy Friday the 13th / day before Valentine's Day to me. It is finally here. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D for the Nintendo 3DS. Greetings YouTube, Choconatic here, or you can just call me Lou if you like. Yeah, this video is about this game, and I'm gonna be playing it for the first time and see just how much it's changed in all these years. Majora's Mask is arguably my favorite Zelda game ever. Like, it's right up there with Link's Awakening. God, if they ever make a remake of Link's Awakening, I will jizz everywhere. But for now, we're playing Majora's Mask 3D. Now, another game that came out today that I also got, being a huge fan of the series, would be Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which I will post videos of that another time. I was considering doing like a double special of both games in one video, but the thing about Monster Hunter is that it's very slow paced at the beginning of the games, like for the most part. Like there's the character creation and getting to know like how everything is set up in the game in terms of the villages and everything, and then like the first several hours worth of quests are probably boring, like gathering quests and hunting small monsters and shit like that. So once I've gotten to a more interesting point in that game, then I'll show that to you. But for now, we're playing Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. Let's get started. Now, since this is for the 3DS, I gotta do things a little differently. So, welcome to my bedroom. And let me see if I can get the camera just right. I got my golden Legend of Zelda 3DS. I think it's quite fitting for this game in particular. Alright. There it is. And you also probably noticed my Pikmin theme in the background. But anyway, let's get started. Majora's Mask. Love this game so much. I played the original so many times. Like, I memorized where most of the shit in the game is. So, I might just breeze through this. It's using both screens, sorta. Oh wait, no. Yeah, the bottom screen's like this diorama or whatever. Mural. Good memories of this game. I grew up on this game for the Nintendo 64. Clock Town in pure epicness, 3D, HD, all that good stuff. And there's Link kicking his feet. Stockpot in. And that dumb looking Goron with the same name as you. The dancer girls. One of them anyway. Everything looks so beautiful. I wish I could see it in glorious 3D, but that wouldn't look good through the camera, so I will make the sacrifice for now. Look at the little fairy. Everything is so gorgeous looking. There's the treasure chest, gallery games, all that good stuff. Clock tower. And above, the sinister antagonist of the game, the Skull Kid, in glorious HD, and Dat Moon. Pretty scary face, but I don't know. I think the original Majora's Mask had a scarier looking moon. That's just me. But there we go. Let's play. Select a file. New game. Enter a name. I could go with Link, but I'll just stick with my actual real life name, Lou. Saving. I love the little dancing Skull Kid is the loading icon. This game supports Circle Pride Pro. Don't have one. In the land of Hyrule there echoes a legend. A legend held dearly by the royal family. A legend of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey. A secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. Somewhat fast text, but that's okay. Oh man, does this bring back memories. Tattle and Tail. The two fairies. Say goodbye to your horse, kid. You're not gonna see her again until the middle of the game. This game is so epic. God, I love the Skull Kid. You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy? Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Even the way he walks is so precious. I like how you start the game with the Hylian shield, too. None of that Deku shield bullshit. Ooh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can't, Tail. What would we do if you dropped it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it. How would they even hold it? They don't have hands. How would they use it? They don't have mouths. Anyway. Aw, but sis, why can't I try it out too? Because you don't have any appendages to actually play it. How can you not love Skull Kid? Seriously? Who needs Ganondorf or Zelda when you have Skull Kid? Legend of Zelda? Fuck that. Just cross Zelda out of the title. It's Legend of Majora's Mask. Who needs Zelda? Maybe we'll throw in a flashback of her or two, but that's about it. Yeah, this game gets some criticism for being a Legend of Zelda game without Zelda actually in it, but who cares? Still one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite Zelda games ever. And here we go. Press A to roll. And pick up bushes. B is the sword. And I can do a somewhat decent spin attack, but doesn't have much range at this point. Oh man, I can get first person view. And I only have 2 pieces of gear right now. Kokiri sword and Hero's shield. It's clearly the Hylian shield, but I don't have any masks, I don't have any items, and I have no map. So yeah, not a lot of stuff to do right now. Except follow that Skull Kid. I don't remember this sign being here. You may already know this, but here's a quick review of the basic controls. Just somebody randomly posted a sign of the controls out in the middle of the friggin' forest. Move with circle pad. Swing your sword with B. If there's a small platform, move toward it with circle pad to climb up. When higher up, keep circle pad tilted toward the edge to jump. If you fall down, you'll have to start over. Yep, he auto jumps. All you gotta do is run over the ledge, and he does these fancy backflips. Pretty snazzy stuff. Alright, Skull Kid, give me back my horse and my ocarina. Whoa. Crap! That's a long way down. All these symbols. Good thing this Deku leaf, or whatever it is, broke my fall. Deku bud, I think it's called. I don't know. Deku flower. Probably Deku flower. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in riding a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Aw, boo-hoo. Why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as I am now? Fool! That awkward moment when you can see my reflection whenever the screen goes black. What the heck is happening? Don't do drugs, kids. Not even once. Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever. Tattle's like, I will fuck you up. Sis! Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me! I'm still here! Tail, you can't leave without me! You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother! Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy, do something! Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something stuck on my face? What face? Will you stop staring at me and just open that door for me? Please, come on. A helpless little girl is asking you. So hurry up! Oh, Tail. I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. Just about all I can do is spin. And go inside these fancy flowers. Those living bushes used to creep the hell out of me when I was a kid. Like the way they move around when you attack them. Anyway, oh boy, all I had to do was open the door. That was real hard. I guess fairies can't do that, but whatever. Hey, wait for me. Don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there where we tried to leave you in here to die, I apologize, so take me with you. You want to know about that skull kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good, so then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, at least until we catch that skull kid. My name's Tattle, so it's nice to meet you or whatever. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press right on the D-pad and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without my help until then. How do I get into these messes? Cue canned laughter. I already know about this shit, Tattle. Oh, alright. Just to make you feel special. Oh, I meant to, yeah. Hey, if I call you, press right away. I can tell you're not very used to your Deku Scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a Deku Scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a bit before releasing A, you'll launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to descend. Remember that you can press R to change your view while flying. Figure out what works best for you. One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack. It's not so easy to hold this 3DS perfectly straight while playing, so try to forgive me if I mess up. Not sure how far I should play. Until I end the video, that is. Fancy treasure chest. Deku nuts. Upon impact, it makes a blinding flash, freezing enemies in their tracks. And it can be real annoying in Smash Brothers. Do you know how to use items? It's pretty important. Tap something on the lower screen to bring up the Select Item screen. Select an item using Circle Pad and assign it with X, Y, 1 or 2 on the right. You can also tap and slide to assign an item, so do it whichever way you like best. Once you've assigned an item, press the corresponding button or tap the corresponding icon to use it. It's easy. Okay, so let's figure this out. Items. Let's assign it to X. Alright. So now all I gotta do is press X to use a Deku Nut. And when you're in the air, you can just press B to use them. It's pretty fancy. Hey, you, come on. Press L and talk to me. Do I have to hold that shit? I guess so. There you go. See, you can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, use L to look at them so you can interact with them. Use L targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. Or if there's no one to target, you can use L to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out. I'm scared. I think I'll just stay in my shield. Oh wow, you can get a bird's eye view if you hold R. That's interesting. Believe it or not, folks, that's the dead body of the Deku whose spirit is inside me right now. But not too many spoilers. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of reminds me of this tree. Almost as if you're possessed by his spirit. It looks all dark and gloomy. Almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. I'll send his dad, that butler-looking guy, my regards when I meet him later. Epic spinning thing screen. And I'll never get back to that part of the game ever again. So yeah, we got the clock tower here. Dekus can't swim, they can only dance on top of the water for 5 hops. After that, they drown. Kind of weird how they just die if they go in the water. Like, they're plants, don't they need water to live? Anyway, what the hell is this? This wasn't in the original game. Hi there, I'm a Sheikah Stone. Too soon, kid, way too soon. Your journey's barely even started. Go on, get out of here. Scoot, go have some big adventures. If you get stumped, come see me. I'll be happy to help. It almost looks like I could crawl into it. What's with that giant hole? Weird. Well, the famous line. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I've found you. Now don't think me rude, but I have been following you. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that imp stole from me. What, is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be by no means a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. Kinda because the moon is gonna crash into everything and destroy everyone. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. Wink, wink. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Oh, and one more thing. Please be so kind as to direct your gaze over there for a moment. Not in the original game. That strange stone over there, do you see it? It's called a Sheikah Stone. When the world has weighed you down with worry, crawl inside and let it show you the way. If you ever find yourself lost on your grand adventure, seek the counsel of this wise old stone. It will surely help you on your noble quest. Well then, I'm counting on you. He's got Mario. All sorts of crazy looking masks. I want the Mario mask! Anyway. Hi there, I'm a Sheikah Stone. Too soon, kid, way too soon. Ah, fuck you. I don't need no Sheikah Stones. All I need is to start this adventure. Dawn of the first day. 72 hours remain. Welcome to South Clocktown. Now we can really see some of the differences between the old Majora's Mask and this new version. He gives me the creeps. That mask salesman was the... Sorry, just thinking aloud. But 3 days, even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Sure. I'm pretty sure the Great Fairy lives in a shrine somewhere here in town. Where? Well, somewhere. Don't press me for details. I don't come to this town very often.
You could try talking to one of those kids who hang around town. One of them might know where the shrine is. Alright, so here we have South Clocktown. Doggy. Shouldn't that dog be attacking me? There we go. Who's got Poppy? Ah! I guess he doesn't like Deku scrubs. And... Wait, hang on. The Deku traders. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. I've already sold out of my wares and the carnival hasn't even begun. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can buy a gift for my wife and return to her in my village. I've heard that a stone called the Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. If you've got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here, Deku flower included. How about a nice Deku nut? Oh, you don't have one? You're a Deku scrub, so you know just how convenient a Deku flower can be. If you don't hurry, I'll give it to another Deku scrub. The early scrub gets the nut. Now, over here is where the owl statue used to be. Hey, aren't you going to the Great Fairy's Shrine? If you don't know where it is, try asking one of the kids in town. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. This is where the owl statue is now. And I don't even have to strike it with my sword. He opens his wings all by himself. Progress saved. And they also moved the bank guy over here. He actually tells you what he gives you. How many rupees do I have? 15? Sure, why not? That's a lot! Not really. So, little guy, what's your name? Lou, is it? Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Hey, relax. It doesn't leave any marks and it's not gonna hurt. There. Now I'll know you when I see you. No matter what form you happen to take. Alright, little guy. Now I've got a total of 15 rupees from you. Come back and deposit after you save up a bunch. The clock at the bottom is different. I kind of miss the design of the old, like, timer at the bottom of the screen. Like with the sun going around this big half circle. Anyway. North Clocktown. This is where the Great Fairy is, but we're not going to be able to do anything with that. And there's Tingle. I don't care about you, Jim. I want to talk to Tingle. What's this? Green clothes, white fairy? Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my! My name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though I am already age 35, no fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now, while I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends. Yes, in exchange, I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Sir, you don't have enough rupees. I'll get the maps later. First, I need to get the fairy for the Great Fairy that got separated from her when Skull Kid kicked her ass. There's the mayor's place. East Clocktown. I wonder if I can get over there. Nope. Wait a moment, Deku Scrub. Have you some errand in the canyon? It's dangerous outside the town wall, so I cannot allow a child like you to go out alone. Until you are old enough to carry a weapon, you cannot pass through here without being accompanied by an adult. Aww. Yeah, sometimes the fairy's around here, sometimes it's in a different spot. But yeah, everything sure is pretty in Epic HD slash 3D, but I can't see the 3D right now because it's turned off. Now over here we have West Clocktown. Nothing much over here. We got the pawn shop, regular shop, bomb shop, and about here is where the banker used to be. But we got the lottery and the post office. So yeah. Pretty epic, awesome looking town. Oh, this is where I want to go. In this little laundromat place. The laundry pool, that's what it's called. Back behind the South Clocktown. And there's Cafe with his Keaton mask. But I can't do anything with him yet. Please hear my plea. The masked skull kid has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return me to the fairies' fountain in North Clocktown. Alright, don't get snappy. I'll bring you back to the stupid great fairy so she can teach me how to blow bubbles. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. What do you expect? I've played the living crap out of Majora's Mask for the N64, so I know everything by now. Oh, for God's sake, I wasn't even trying to talk to you. I was just trying to spin out of here. Fine, give me the Clocktown map. Whatever. There, now I have a map. Oh, Tingle nearly forgot. Good sir, do you know how to use my maps? Tap the map on the lower screen to zoom in and out. Tap something to view the map screen. There's lots to see there, so be sure to check it out. Well, call again. Tingle, tingle, kululimpa. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. I'm totally stealing them. Nah. Looks like there's a... When he spins around, it looks like there's a branch or something coming out of his hat. Like, that's hitting stuff. That wasn't in the original version that I can tell. Anyway, here's your stupid fairy back, Great Fairy. Oh no, the Great Fairy! You don't say. Let's see if she's any less ugly than from the original game. Nope, still just as ugly. She's supposed to be this beautiful fairy woman, but honestly, bleh. Tattle, and you, young one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. You've been granted magic power. In your current form, press and hold B to blow a big bubble. Release to shoot it. Aim with circle pad, target with L. Your magic power decreases when you shoot. Replenish it with magic jars and potions. The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former shape, come see me. I shall give you more help. Alright, we got the magical power to blow magic bubbles. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I want to accomplish something, you know? Like this. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready? Alright, line up, guys. The 5 of us will run and hide in different places all over town. If you can catch all of us before sunrise, we'll teach you the secret code. Oh, and Deku nuts aren't fair game. They're bright and hurt our eyes, so you can't use them, okay? Got that? Alright, are you ready? I actually never tried using a Deku nut on them. Maybe I will. So the first kid... Okay, let's see if we can find him. I think he's back here, actually. Yep. So... Aw, you caught me. Now there are only 4 left. The Deku nuts make it so they can't run away. That's funny. Never even thought to try that in the original game. Deku nuts are just so useless most of the time that I never think to use them. So where's that other kid? Oh, I know one of them's up here. Or at least, I think one of them's up here. What do you want, Tattle? Oh, why do we have to play these stupid Bratz little games? Come on, hurry up and find them already. Only 14:49 left until morning. 16 hours, 24 minutes, and 13 seconds until you die. This game in a nutshell. Anyway, I know there's one of the kids over here. Are there any in South Clocktown? I don't know. I got one in North, one in East. Now there's only 2 left. Trying to think. There's none in the laundry pool. I know that. So where are the other 2? It's been a while. If I remember correctly, one of them flies away on a chicken over here. This is not good. I don't know where the other 2 are. Yeah. If I were an obnoxious little brat, where would I be? Night of the first day, 60 hours remain. Come on. Where are those little brats? Maybe they changed it. Maybe they are in places that they weren't before. Where do you think the little brats are hiding, doggy? Aha! So he was in that box. Maybe the last one's in the laundry pole. Let's find out. There's a frog, and there's this guy. Gotcha. Oh, no way, you finally got me. Yeah, so they changed a few of the locations of the kids to make things interesting. You're pretty good for a Deku scrub. If only you were human. Then I could give you an original Bomber's Notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. That's racist. I guess not. Well, we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy did we ever regret it. Sorry. That's guilt by association. Still racist. But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once, though, so pay close attention. Are you ready? The code is 51432. It's different for every game, so this isn't a spoiler. The entrance to our secret hideout is in East Clocktown. Alright, so let's head over to East Clocktown and enter that code. This may be the longest video I've ever posted. Okay. Bombers, Secret Society of Justice Forever, yeah, whatever. Let's try and wrap this up. That's a skeletal. It's protected by a hard shell, but its stomach is soft. I ain't afraid of no skeletalas. I wonder how the astronomer knows the skull kit. Well, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. Yeah. Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of the mischievous friend the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon steer. There was no stopping him. So how did you stop him? Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope? Yes. Some random guy waving on top of that thing. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Well, did you find that troublemaker? You can zoom in with A. Try... Yeah. Okay, let me look at the controls. Okay, X is zoom out. B is quit. Alright. I was trying to zoom out with B earlier, but anyway. What's that? Damn. Well, did you find that troublemaker? And that loud noise, what was that? Perhaps another moon steer is falling nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. It's magic, I don't gotta explain shit. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival. He has the power to make the moon crash into the earth. I think he can manage to fly to the top of a tower. And I got the moon's tear. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather strangely. Hey, just so you know, items like this are called gear. Gear is basically just stuff you won't normally need to mess with or think about too much. Tap blank on the lower screen if you ever want to take a look at the gear-like things you've collected. The moon sure is huge right now. It looks like it's going to come crashing down on us. But don't worry about that silly moon, just focus on the Skull Kid. We know where he is now, and there's nothing left to do here. Let's go to the clock tower. Alright. Just a little bit more and then I'll stop the video. I guess I'm basically just like showing you guys out there how to beat the first part of the game. Not that any of you shouldn't know, like, unless you didn't grow up on Majora's Mask. What do you want, title? Don't you remember the Deku scrub who wanted the moon's tear? Don't tell me you forgot. Well, look at the time, you don't even have 3 days left. Blah, da, blah, da, blah, da, blah. Yep, so all that's left, pretty much, is to give this guy the moon's tear. There it is. Ah, that stone, you must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here, Deku flower included. Yes? I got the town title deed. You really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel or strange sparkling stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs, but you already know that. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. Ah, stupid dog. Stupid dog, you made me look bad. Booga booga booga. Ah, do over. If it wasn't for that stupid dog messing me up. I blame you, dog. There we go. What do you want, Tattle? Remember, you're a Deku, so you should have no trouble using that flower to get to the door at the top of Clock Tower. Yeah, I know. I wanted to get this first. Red rupee. It's not much, but whatever. Leave me alone, dog. There we go. My first piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces of heart to assemble a new heart container. Each new container you put together will increase the amount of life energy you can have. Looks like we still can't use the stairs that lead up to the roof. Oh well, it can't be helped. For now, just do something to pass the time. Chat with people. Do a little dance. Whatever. It's not really my business. Yep. So that's all that's left to do is to play the waiting game. And that's boring, so I think that's where I'm going to stop the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed Majora's Mask 3D. See you next time.